Hey guys, welcome back to Film Spire. Today we'll talk about the most nauseating moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 4. A huge cluster of blackheads from a man's cheek.
Gonna push.
In her latest Instagram post, Dr. Pimple Popper helps yet another patient deal with a skin condition known as solar comedones. Similar to the fireman blackheads that Dr. Pimple Popper treated last week, solar comedones tend to pop up on areas of the skin that have been exposed to sunlight for a very long time, usually over a period of months or even years. While they may look just like blackheads, they can technically be blackheads or whiteheads depending on whether or not the comedones are open. Likewise, the process for treating them is much the same as it is for any blackhead. In lieu of our usual comedone extractor, Dr. Lee instead uses a pair of tweezers to gently squeeze each of the comedones, releasing the sebum inside. Thankfully, they're also relatively easy to prevent. The most obvious solution: wear sunscreen or use a daily moisturizer with SPF. Number 3. A massive shoulder lipoma. In this YouTube video, Dr. Pimple Popper brilliantly snips at a stubborn lipoma that just won't seem to let go of its host's shoulder. Dr. Pimple Popper decides to nickname this particular growth the lumpia lipoma, a cheeky play on the patient's conversation about the famous Filipino dish during the extraction procedure. A lipoma is a benign tumor made up of fat tissue. The growths are usually painless and commonly grow on the upper back area, as with the patient in Dr. Lee's last video. What can be painful, however, is wrestling with a lipoma, which is why Dr. Pimple Popper first uses a local anesthetic to numb her patient. The brave patient later says the procedure tickles, leading Dr. Lee to call her a pro. At first, Lee tussles with the fatty tissue with her finger in an attempt to loosen the mass and pop it out. Though some lipomas pop with ease, this lumpia lipoma is particularly stubborn and won't budge. When plan A fails, Dr. Pimple Popper decides to snip at the tissue bit by bit to extract the lipoma. And as always, Dr. Pimple Popper wins the fight against the lipoma, stitching up her patient expert precision. Number 2. Fireman blackheads.
You were all ready to go. You said, just do it, I'll stand on my head.
In a throwback Instagram clip, she treats a huge cluster of blackheads on a patient's forehead. And in this case, it's not just any patient, either, but an apparent fan favorite. As Dr. Lee adds in the post caption, it's hotter than an oven, so we're bringing back the fireman to help us unwind and cool down. Blackheads and other skin conditions may be the least daunting of the occupational hazards that an average fireman faces in his or her line of work. But they can nevertheless take a toll if someone is regularly dealing with breakouts. So you are a firefighter, and I do think being out there in the suit and the smoke all the time definitely can wreak havoc. Dr. Lee says, you just need one of these special instruments here, referring to her trusty comedone extractor, a tool that makes the process of removing blackheads safer than pinching them. While the clip may seem to suggest otherwise, blackheads don't necessarily form as a result of trapped dirt, but more commonly due to a combination of oil and dead skin cells clogging a pore. The blackheads get their color not from dirt, but due to the process of oxidation when the sebum undergoes when exposed to air. Number 1. A juicy milium cyst.
It's like a little milial cyst.
In a video she posted last Thursday in her Instagram account, she treats a patient with a milium cyst pretty damn near his eye. A milium cyst is a small white bump that forms when keratin gets trapped beneath the skin. A milium cyst may be small, but it packs a big pop. One of the many things we love about Dr. Pimple Popper is her deep repository of pimple-related puns. Take for example a short work of genius she slapped on her latest Instagram video. I got my mind on a milium and a milium on my mind. Legendary. In a new Instagram video posted Thursday, Dr. Sandra Lee treats a patient with a juicy milium cyst next to his eye. According to Healthline, a milium cyst is a small white bump that forms when keratin, the protein found in our hair and nails, gets trapped beneath the skin. They often appear in groups and tend to be found on the nose and cheeks. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.